So I have repeatedly been saying this, that the future of Metaverse is very, very bright for multiple reasons. So first is there are a lot happening in the hardware space. There are companies like Meta, Apple, and many others are working day in, day out to make the product better and better, both in terms of capability, ergonomics, supply chain, and of course price as well. So this is will help people to have these devices in their home in affordable prices with humongous capabilities. Secondly, these devices or the ecosystem which has been built around these spaces are very well supported by these companies. So the moment they start building up and they are getting support in terms of services, users will be very comfortable. So these developments which are happening in this space, and again, I've not failed to mention the integration of AI. So integration of AI is going to unlock a huge potential in this space. So with these things coming together, we are going to open a new world of XR, which will be highly beneficial to the users in different formats.
I think 2025 is bullish, certainly looks positive for Bitcoin and altcoins at the same time. Specifically, I know, and I think this is an important point to discuss over here, that there is a tremendously large number of coins that have joined the ecosystem in the recent past. But I would say there is a fair place for everything in a portfolio, and tokens like meme coins and AI that have joined the narrative even later on are not far behind. They can easily reach a good market cap, and maybe not in the top 100, but there's traders also looking at tokens in the top 500 to add to their portfolio. So with the increasing regulatory clarity and the positive outlook, there is definitely a lot of good in store for crypto in 2025. And I do have a very positive outlook for Bitcoin with its rising adoption.
Regarding the Bitcoin and the future of the Bitcoin and also the Ethereum and major cryptos, I definitely think I just couldn't stress enough. I have a great hope for it's going up, and how much, it's very unpredictable. But it's like if you want to hold some asset, you don't want to sell short or sell it right away.
Right.
And so what that means is we want to hold it longer. And for those opportunities, of course, they can do short sell and not short sell, frequency trading and all that. And they can do that. But in the long run, Bitcoin will definitely surge to unprecedented level. That and same with Ethereum. And so I would think people would want to go into ETF or hold the BTC, or they have a chance. If they have more money, they can mine BTC, and in a way, which is another option very well. And I refer to Himanshu to elaborate a little bit more on this.
BTC will certainly cross 100K mark, and ETH should definitely cross 5K mark in next 6 to 12 months. And yes, definitely as political kind of scenarios towards VDS is also getting positive, and more and more regulations are coming in place. So actually it's always like positive. I'm 100% bullish on market for at least coming few years. It's right time for SafeDeck to establish itself in the market.
India is a land filled with different problems.
Right.
There are problems which can be solved in silos. Okay. There are problems which are, I would say, I would love to call them as connected problems. Okay. Why connected problem? Because if the entire ecosystem or multiple stakeholders are not working together, it cannot be addressed. It cannot be solved.
Right.
Okay. So in this particular case, let's say if there is a problem statement, where multiple stakeholders has to come together and create trust in a trustless environment, where every part of the transaction is being validated and in a autonomous manner. That is where the blockchain fits the best.
Right.
And in India, because every part of the problem statement, whether it may be related to supply chain management, whether it may be for control access management, whether it may be for creating any set of new use cases or any category creation, these are all connected problems, and I think blockchain is a right fit to solve for that. Now, in terms of adoption, I would say 3 years back, this is the entire India landscape was all about pilots around blockchain. Now, with the pilots, they have seen that these are the top 10 use cases which are in digital currency, in terms of CBDC. These are your certificate records on this thing, land records, then access management, and similarly more set of things are being brought in the landscape, which is now looking for scale adoption. So many of these use cases has already adopted, like we have seen in the case of a digital travel ID or DigiYatra, and similarly more such health ID and access management ID with DigiPass. All of that is coming into the picture now and has actually adopted at scale. Right. We are solving problem at scale. Okay, so India can actually lead that thing lead by an example, because India proven model of digital public infrastructure is being highly adopted or highly being recognized or acknowledged across the global leadership, and India's decentralized ecosystem around identity, around data, around interoperability, and how we have created public infrastructure on that. On top of that is something which India is doing a massive work. And I was there working with MITI, one of the use case around blockchain, and they are bringing directly almost like 300 million people on that for a massive adoption. Just imagine on a Web2 interface, your entire blockchain infrastructure or Web3 infrastructure is getting leverage, where user is able to have this automation in multiple access management process. So this is something happening in India, and
right.
With India, it's not because as in now Indian founders are not building only for India; they are building for India first and for the rest of the globe. So this is something I would say. DPI, digital public infrastructure or decentralized public infrastructure, is something now happening in India, and we are leading by an example while making it acceptable to the other global leaders or other countries as well.